Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Pregame from the Pond, Madison Mallard Pregame Show. Derek Brizendine alongside Alec Dopp. And Alec, another convincing win for the Mallards last night.
Yeah, capping what was really an impressive weekend for the Mallards. They actually outscored their opponents 33-6 in those three games over the weekend. Obviously, key wins in all of them, and they put everything together, which we'll talk about here soon. And it was much needed for sure.
And beating Wisconsin, actually getting the season sweep over them. That's really impressive, winning 8 games against one team.
Oh, absolutely. The South Division. I mean, every team is good in this league, and especially we played a lot of close games, not a lot of, but a couple close games with the Woodchucks here at the Duck Pond, and they play us pretty well, and it was great to see those guys, the Mallards, put it together last night and cap what was again just an awesome weekend with all the implications with the playoffs coming up.
I'd say that win last night actually pushed the Mallards into postseason action, so we will see them for at least another game here next week. And just talk about that for a couple minutes. How important is that to go ahead and clinch with a week left and not having to sweat it out until Sunday at 5 o'clock?
Oh, it's anytime you can do, clinch a playoff spot early, it's a great thing. I mean, it doesn't necessarily put the guys, their minds at ease, but it just, it's kind of a relief off your shoulders. I mean, every game is a grind out, and you want to win as much as you can as possible. And, it's kind of a mental thing, knowing that, hey, we've done it already. Let's just play our best ball. Like, we got nothing to lose moving forward.
And as we look forward here and we look at the second half playoffs, or the second half standings here for the playoffs. Right now, Kenosha has kind of run away with that 4.5 game lead. Doesn't mean the Mallards can't come back and get that. But what we're more concerned about, probably more likely, is that overall standings. And that could actually come down to the last day. So the Mallards don't have to sweat out making the playoffs, but they've still got a lot to play for when it comes to home field advantage.
Yeah, and getting that home field advantage is extremely important. The Mallards have played great at home this season, and that's been a key component to their success, especially late. But yeah, the second half standings, you look at where they are right now. I mean, Kenosha, they got the 4-game lead on us with a week left, so there's still a chance we could pull out the second half championship, but regardless, if we get the second overall place, second place overall in the second half standings, we would still be guaranteed at least one home game for Monday, and that all kind of circles back to how important it is to play your best ball every single game and bring it every night.
And we're still looking ahead. I know you got to look at the moment here. You still got 4 home games, but I'm assuming Donnie and the players have really put a pin in this weekend, because this weekend against La Crosse, 3 games that could be for home field advantage. I know we've talked about it before, but you just can't stress the importance of how big that series is.
Yeah, I think we mentioned it in the pregame on Saturday. I think dating back to how the Mallards ended the first half against La Crosse, I think with one of their games being rained out and pushing it back to the last weekend of the season, I think we've all like you mentioned, collectively put a pin in that series as, hey, these two teams are good. They can swing the bat really well. And that's going to be a crucial series, obviously. It can't really be said enough. But, it's going to be exciting, these next couple of days at home to see how the Mallards, what they can do, especially given the standings and all that, because, every game is extremely important moving forward.
What also makes it interesting moving forward from this point is that nobody can be added to the roster from here on out. This last week, nobody else is allowed to be added. So really, the Mallards, this is the team that if they're going to make a push for a third league title, these are the group of guys that are going to do it. And, all season long, we've had that reliance of, if somebody goes down, we can just add and bring somebody back. But now you can't do that. Now it's important for these guys to really step up and show why they want to play, why they love playing the game.
Yeah, and why they're on the roster. I mean, you look at some of the late additions the Mallards were able to make, especially these last couple days with Sterling Sharp, who last night pitched a gem in Wausau. You look at a guy like Spencer Goebel, who will be starting tonight for the Mallards, and I think it all boils down to, for the Mallards and their new additions, is kind of how they kind of figure out the starting rotation, because a lot of guys have had to leave due to innings limits, especially Nate Hoffman and a couple other guys. But last night with Sterling Sharp with his great outing against the Woodchucks, I mean, it really says a lot about how the Mallards figure out and kind of find talent through college programs. And I think that like you said, with the deadline already past us, I mean, that's going to be important that these guys mesh it quickly and kind of develop their comfortability, kind of, you could say, heading down the stretch.
And real quick here, Spencer Goebel's on the mound tonight. What is he going to have to do going up against a team that the Mallards have only seen twice this year?
Spencer, he had a solid season with Spring Arbor in Michigan. So far he's pitched well, only given up 2 hits in 6 total innings, and he got the win in his last start. Just over the 5 innings, no runs allowed. It all boils down to you're just pounding the strike zone and just getting that soft contact from other opposing hitters, and if he's able to do that, I think the Mallards come out on top tonight.
Very exciting here, as we know that we've already clinched the playoffs, but we still got 4 home games left, so it's going to be a great week here in Madison. Before we go, we have another speed round video for you guys, so we hope you enjoy that. Enjoy the game, and we'll see you back here on Wednesday.
Dance move, lean with it, rock with it.
Icky shuffle.
The lawnmower.
Dancing Rick.
Oh, it's the sprinkler.
Yeah. Nene.
Whip.
The sprinkler.
Nene.
The moonwalk.
Gonson on second base after a double.
The Carlton.
Probably that shmoney dance, right there.
Sprinkler, I don't know.
I'd say the Shmoney dance.
Vacation spot. Wherever Cameron Frost is.
Cabo San Lucas.
Wherever Colin wants to go.
Somewhere warm. I really want to go hunting in Africa, to be honest with you. So that's a new one, probably.
Probably LA.
Orlando. I live right there.
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Bahamas.
Wherever, I don't care.
Canada.
Hawaii.
Back to Miami.
Lake Tahoe.
The lake.
Color, green and gold.
Navy blue.
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 White.
Blue. Color.
Blue.
Red.
Blue.
Red.
Blue. Blue.
Yellow. Mallards.
Blue.
Red.
Disney movie. Frozen.
Nemo, of course.
Frozen.
Finding Nemo. The Aristocats. Yeah.
Definitely Cars.
Frozen.
Mickey Mouse, a movie.
Toy Story.
The Lion King.
Toy Story.
Frozen.
Frozen.
Oh, Aladdin. Tight movie.
Let's go Lion King.
Hercules. Hard not to say Frozen.
Probably The Lion King.